What is going on, everybody? This is MacKrille with eXp Realty. Today I'm bringing you a special video about Austin, Texas, and why or should Californians move to Austin, Texas. And I just give you some background information. Lived in Austin, Texas for about 6 months. I'm originally from Oceanside, California, where I was born, and so I moved there because I was looking for opportunity. The city's growing. I looked at all the factual evidence supporting why I moved there. Logically, it just made sense because, the city's growing. There's lots of companies moving there, lots of people moving there, real estate's booming, and I'm a real estate agent, so it made sense for me. What is going on, everybody? This is MacKrille with eXp Realty. Today I'm bringing you a video on should Californians move to Austin, Texas, or Texas in general, because I know there's a lot of controversy regarding people from California moving to Texas or Colorado, and everybody's moving out, but I moved back, and I made a video. If you want to see it, I'll put it like up there or something, but I wanted to shed some light on whether you guys should move there and my perspective on this, because I am from San Diego. I'm 19, just so you can get kind of the scope of perspective where I'm coming from, and you can kind of apply it to how you're looking at things. What's going to appeal to me is going to be different to what appeals to you, and whether you should move there or not. But I genuinely moved there because I was looking for opportunity, and I found it. There's lots of opportunity in Austin. It was very easy to get a part-time job, which you're gonna need more than that if you want to live there. And then I also got, I think it was like 3 listings, and then I'm helping my seller buy a property right now. So in 6 months, I did some real estate business. I went in there and forged the new relationships, met a lot of people, and it was great. I loved it, but at the end of the day, it just didn't feel like home to me because the weather was just, it was killing me, man. It was so cloudy. Every day it was either super cloudy or really just dropping rain. It was pouring. And over here in California, there's a lot of sunny days, especially where I'm at my grandma's house in Sun City over by Temecula, north of Temecula. It's very sunny. It's toward the desert side of California, but I gotta have the sun, man. I'm one of those people where the weather affects how I feel on a certain day. So if you're one of those people who just cannot stand the rain, cannot stand the clouds, then Austin is not for you. And it gets really cold there as well. I didn't know that. It had this, one day it kind of had this slushy snow type thing going on, and it was super slick on all the roads. Everybody's going maybe 10 miles an hour on the freeway. It was ridiculous. And so Austin, it was very similar on the surface level to California, in the fact that, yeah, we had palm trees, there were sunny days, it felt nice with the humidity blowing in my hair. It was beautiful. It felt great. I was like, yeah, I could give this a try. Another reason you guys should maybe consider moving to Austin, if you're a Californian looking to move to Texas, you're probably researching because you don't like California for whatever reason. And I would strongly encourage you to look at California again, because if we all move out, then things will never change. And I myself am more of a conservative person, but I am coming back here with more pride as a Californian because you're a transplant everywhere else. If you tell people you're from California, they're gonna be like, oh, you have that stigma with you because you're a Californian. So if you are going out, I'm assuming it's because the high taxes, the high cost of living. Austin also has a high cost of living. It's very similar. I was paying $700 a month for a room in Austin, right outside downtown, and here you're gonna pay about the same. So the pricing to actually live there and rent is going to be pretty similar, I would say. But as far as food goes, food is definitely cheaper over there. Gas is for sure cheaper over there. As far as lifestyle goes, there's a lot of people who go to the lake, go fishing, go camping. There's a lot of off-roading. There's tons of things, just not the beach. It's a very livable city in Austin. I would say it's just about as livable as, living in a metro area here in Southern California. So really look and consider the reasons why you're considering making this move. If it's just because you don't like California and the high taxes and you want to move there for business, that's one thing, but put some emotion into it. Really think about whether you're gonna feel at home with this. Because I moved there for business. Everybody's moving there. It's the fastest growing city in the United States. There's a lot of opportunity there, yes. Taxes, there's no income tax, so it's great. I think their politics are a little better than California. Since the beginning of time, everybody's been coming to California to live the dream because it's the best state, and that's the bottom line. And I'm glad I was born here because I'm not the transplant in California. And so if you're considering moving out to Texas, you got to realize that you're also going to be the transplant. And I wouldn't say the Texans don't like you, but I'm almost hesitant to tell people I'm from California because there is that stigma. So you have to realize that when you're moving out of here, people aren't as friendly because there's that stigma online. They see all this crazy things happen in California, but really it's not as bad as you might think. So what's similar in Texas to California? Well, I can tell you that they have In-N-Out, and they also have some palm trees here and there, and it's a little humid, so it feels like you're next to the beach no matter where you are, especially when the wind's blowing and it's nice and cool outside. And besides that, I would say the only thing else is the traffic that makes it very similar, and the fact that people are out enjoying riding their bikes, things like that. People are very active over there, and it's a nice place to live visually when you're looking at it, but when you're there, you're kind of like, what is this? And that's what appealed to me, was the fact that they had In-N-Out, they had palm trees, they had active lifestyle living people over there. And I was like, you know what? It's a cool looking place. I'll give it a try. Until you get there and you realize it's just as expensive and it's just as liberal. So when you move to Austin, you're kind of like, well, I could have just stayed in California with all my family and friends and, you know, had the same lifestyle. And the beach. Really, the things that are similar between Austin and California for me weren't the things that were important when I ended up being there. At this point, you guys should take the best, leave the rest, because my opinion is going to be skewed from my perspective, and I'm only 19. If you're 40 watching this and you're like, who the hell is this guy? He's only 19, he's a teenager, you know, whatever. I have some life experience, but it's not going to be as big as maybe some of you watching this. If you guys have a different point of view, feel free to drop it in the comments. I like reading the hate. And don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.